Hi everyone, my name is Tim and welcome to Online Video, the newest web show on the internet.
Peace on earth through piece of ass, brother.
Hi, and it's time for a new episode. Way back in episode 174, in the summer of 2014, we talked about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency mining. And since then, I've always been into cryptocurrency mining in some way all these years. Either having graphics cards of my own mining for me, or trying to buy low and sell high to invest and make profits. That hasn't gone all that well. I've made some money here, some money there, but nowhere near as much as I could have with better buying and selling decisions. But today, I'm going to be talking to you about the Helium cryptocurrency, or rather the HNT cryptocurrency that goes with helium mining. Now, this is a whole different thing, and I'm not going to get into a lot of detail here because, number one, the Loudmouth Tim way, almost as good and a whole lot cheaper. There are a whole lot of other YouTube videos that go into this in great detail, so why should I try to repeat everything here in one video? I'm just going to say, hey, this is here, this is happening. Look at it. If you're interested, go do your own research like I did. So this is a short sample. If you've ever looked into Bitcoin ASIC or cryptocurrency GPU mining farms, you'll find YouTube videos of a huge warehouse full of hundreds or thousands of graphics cards or ASICs running like crazy, using megawatts of power and making a whole lot of coins. Well, the Helium network does not work that way. You can't put a whole bunch of helium miners in one room and make a lot of money. The Helium network supports this whole Internet of Things, long-range, low-powered wireless network. So Internet of Things devices all over the place can have their signals received and put onto the Internet and transmitted out. You're supporting the network, and in doing this, you are paid. Here's the important part for me. That's all well and good and high tech, but how do I get paid for this? And this is how. You get paid in this HNT Helium cryptocurrency. Okay, now I'm interested. Now we're talking something I want to hear about, okay? Making that money. Now, the price of helium, it started out nearly nothing. It's been bouncing around the range of $10 to $20 a coin all year. I had heard about helium very infrequently over the last year or so. Last December I had bought a few graphics cards at a really good price on eBay, and I was mining with them for several months until the prices of graphics cards were just going insanely sky high. I wanted to buy more and mine more, but I was not going to pay some ridiculous double retail price for them. No way. I was not that desperate. And finally one day I thought, you know what? My graphics cards, they are selling for such ridiculous prices. I'm going to put them on for a ridiculous price. And if someone buys them for this high price, great. If not, I'll just keep on mining with them. And somebody bought them. So okay, I got a bunch of money now, and what am I going to do with it? And it was not long after that I was watching a YouTube channel that talks about crypto mining a lot, and he had a subject on helium miners. I said, oh, helium, what's this? You're making money with this thing here? It uses very little power, and you can get paid, in some cases, a lot of money? Tell me more. I want to hear about this. So that finally, kicked it in my head in the middle of April. I started doing my research and reading about it, and it was not long before I put in a few orders for some miners right away. And there was already a waiting line for them. In mid-April, they had 26,000 Helium hotspots. The hotspots are these receiver transmitters I've been talking about. There's 26,000 on the entire global network. And that was in mid-April. Now, 4 months later, here today, August 8, 114,000 are up and running. And they're being added at roughly 1,000 miners per day. And so I had my orders in. I had to wait 3 months to get my first one. I have a bunch more on order, and I'm just waiting for them to get here. I have my plans to put them out. And so that's what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of time. Google Helium coverage map. Look at the map of where all these things are. And there's a lot of science and technical stuff to it. You can't just put these things any old place to make the most money. You know, you want to be near other hotspots, but not too close. Far away, but not too far away. You got to get in the sweet spots. You got to, be able to reach other ones enough, but not too much. Because if there's a whole bunch, look at San Francisco on a Helium coverage map. The rewards are like a 20th of what they could be because they're all packed in together. That's no good. You can't have them too close. You can't have them too far. Using Google Earth, altitude, hills, valleys, the coverage map to see where other hotspots are. You get to science it all out and get all techno-nerdy with it and figure out where are the good spots to put yours at. And that's what I've been doing while waiting months for my miners to get here. So that's what I'm working on now. And I'm waiting for more deliveries to come in here. Maybe in the next month or two I'll get some more in here. Get them up, get them running, make more money. So, let's see. I could go into a lot more talking about it now, but I think I've covered the basics of it here. Cryptocurrency mining, yeah, I've always been doing it in some way, shape, or form. Graphics card prices should be coming down now, but is it still the best idea? I guess if you buy them cheap enough and you mine the right coins and you sell them at the right price, then yeah, there's money to be made. But I'm trying to make the best possible decision here. So we're going to see how this whole Helium cryptocurrency thing goes. One thing, I'll get a little bit technical. One thing that improved the network was the addition of what they call validators to the Helium network, which are specialized computers that handle a lot of the transactions instead of all the hotspots doing all the hard work. And at the time validators were brought out in mid-July, the goal was they had to have 100 on the network to turn them on. And it was 10,000 Helium, which at today's price is about $130,000. You have to put in 10,000 Helium coins to have a validator. Well, it wasn't long before they met their goal of 100 validators, and now they have a little over 2,100 on a network, which tells me that the whales, the people with the big money, they are all invested in this thing, and I think they are going to be watching and controlling the price of Helium cryptocurrency for at least a few years, and they're not going to let it fail and lose money. So I think by either buying Helium coins now or mining through having the hotspots out there, now is the time to get them, hold them, and in maybe a year or two when the prices bounce way up to hopefully hundreds of dollars or more, sell and profit. Now, if I knew what I was talking about money-wise, I wouldn't have to do this now because I'd already be rich from Bitcoin years ago. So this is all what I have seen happen in the past, what I have read about, what I've researched, what I think might happen. And you have to have a pessimistic view because nobody is going to put all this money out to finance 2,100 validators if they don't think there's going to be a good return at the end of this whole thing. Maybe some are doing it to use it as a loss for their taxes from some multi-millionaire, billionaire, whoever. Maybe it's meant to be a loss. It could be. You never know. Maybe a lot of people are investing in this with the hopes of future gains. And if enough people are controlling enough of the cryptocurrency prices, which I'm sure they are, when a big future price bounce comes, hopefully I'll be there to catch it and sell a bunch of coins and make some money and not have to work anymore. Wouldn't that be nice? Well, this is what I think, this is what I've seen, this is what I've researched, and this is what I'm trying now. So we'll see how it goes. Look into the whole Helium cryptocurrency, Internet of Things, mining, wireless hotspots, Helium coverage map on Google. Look into it all yourself. Discord, there's a Helium Discord channel, which I'm in, and I'll type messages in there, and I'll see what other people have done too. I have a little piece of video I'll add to this showing the one little miner I have so far. And I'll give you an example of what I'm talking about. It just so happens that where I live is on top of a hill, so I've got a pretty good location for getting this out. This is all about radio waves, line of sight. For the same reasons that cell phone towers are up on top of hills, that's why you want these things up, you know, to get out there. You don't want to have this thing in your basement with cement block walls. You're killing yourself right there for your profits. Radio waves have to get up and get out. With the little miner I'm going to show you here in this video, with its little standard antenna, I was hitting other hotspots about 6 to 7 miles away. Since then, I put a bigger, better antenna up on the roof, 10 feet over the roof, and now I'm hitting hotspots about 12 miles away. So it's a lot of things to consider. Your topography, your elevations, where the other hotspots are. You know, I enjoy learning these kind of things, and so it's interesting to me to figure this out and how does it work and how can I make more money for me. Remember that, loudmouthtim.com principles, MMM, more money for me, and almost as good and a whole lot cheaper, and things like that. So here's this video of the little miner I have that's running right now, and do your own research and learn and go on with it here. Here is the Rack version 2 cryptocurrency miner. I set it up in my window here with its basic stock antenna, 2.3 decibel antenna, just to let it get set up and start running and sync to the blockchain and so forth. And you can see how small this thing is. Look at my hand compared to it. They say it's the same size as 3 decks of playing cards. And well, it really is. I thought it'd be a little bit bigger. But as long as it's putting out that radio signal, collecting radio signals, and making me money, it can be any size it wants.